Japan, with an ageing population of 125 million people, has had just 18,000 cases and less than 1,000 deaths from COVID-19. This is a remarkable healthcare achievement, particularly given its elderly demographic. So the question is, why has Japan not had a more severe outbreak? The routine wearing of face masks outside, a habit ingrained in Japan since 1918, has almost certainly helped. But there is a simpler explanation that it shares with countries such as Korea, Singapore and Taiwan. All these countries had experience with the original SARS virus in 2003. Medical and bureaucratic processes put in place back then, strong reporting requirements, contact tracing teams, social acceptance of sensible precautions, have all helped minimise the impact of the novel coronavirus. However, this healthcare success has not saved Japan from the economic impact. But in response, the monetary and fiscal stimuli have been extraordinary. Japan already had a very easy monetary policy before the pandemic, but now the Bank of Japan has expanded its support even further. And the government has put in place a massive fiscal stimuli program worth around 20% of GDP, by that measure, the biggest in the world. The private sector is also playing its part. Japanese corporations have a huge cash surplus, and more than half the companies in the benchmark TOPIX index have net cash in their balance sheets. With improving corporate governance standards and under pressure from investors and from the government, they are increasingly using this cash. They're investing in new equipment, they're investing in new technologies. And at the same time, shareholder returns have been improving continuously since 2009 and making historic records every year since 2014. The Japanese market has bounced back on optimism that the worst of the healthcare crisis is behind us. However, like most other markets, it remains cheap and is backed by enormous cash reserves. We believe the huge fiscal stimulus, together with companies' willingness to use their cash for shareholders and for growth, make Japanese equities an exciting prospect.